Hi there, it's Jessica Rosin here with you again to share a sneak peek of the 7 secrets to self-transformation. And so for today, I'm sharing the third secret, which is accessing your truer self. And really, in a lot of ways, this is a big question in life, and it becomes even more important when we think about ourselves in relationships. As we talked about last time for the second secret, a lot of complications can happen when we're operating our relationships through a false sense of self and an old story of ourselves. A lot of complications coming from a place of fear, insecurities, feeling wounded, and really leading to a lot of communication issues, conflict, triggerings, intense emotions that are difficult to work with. And so really just a relationship full of a lot of problems. And so with this secret here, accessing your truer self is about connecting with those parts of you, different from your protective parts. This is your resource parts. So those parts where you feel more fully alive, more of your greater potential. And so throughout this chapter of this book, I believe it's chapter 6 of my Coming Alive in Life and Love, I really go through several different approaches and strategies and perspectives to gain a greater sense of who you really are. And, one example might even be when we think about that part of ourselves, such as the mature adult. And so when we're tuning into our mature adult, we're a lot more nurturing, more compassionate, we're more generative and responsible, kind of like in a more centered, grounded place. So really, when we think about imagining operating in our relationship from our mature adult versus, let's just say, a wounded place, or even when our inner critic is highly active, if you compare and contrast the difference, it's really great. And there is a big difference between the two. And so definitely it makes such a big difference to be able to even communicate within your relationship when you're a lot more grounded, a lot more centered. And that's basically what you want to tune into, are those areas and parts of you that you haven't actually even fully accessed yet. In a lot of ways, and for a lot of people, we're not even aware that we have them. And so it's stepping more fully into that new story of who we really are, as opposed to that old story and those ways of beings that actually hold us back. And so a big part of that is then how to work with our partners so that each of us are operating from that place of that more mature, healthy place, wanting to basically create a relationship that's based on the ability to love more fully and see each other more fully, as opposed to having this extra kind of triggerings and parts of ourselves entering into our communication. So that's it for right now. There's a lot more to say on that, but I just wanted to give you a sneak peek into the third secret, accessing your truer self. And so have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you next time with the fourth secret.